to the Mike's Custom Garage.
Okay guys, so we're doing the rear seat on my 68 Mustang. Here's you have on the inside, you have your seat frame. Let's see, got some rust converter in here. Okay, we sprayed it with rust converter because it was pretty scruffy. Then we painted some gloss black over that. Got everything on the frame nice and clean. Next is the burlap. Then there's this material here. It's kind of I don't even know what it is, but foamy, covered in some kind of a fabric. Then your seat cover. We're gonna replace that with some new burlap. Got some new foam. We're gonna put foam in there instead of that. And then we're gonna put a new cover on. And we'll show you how we're gonna do all of that. All right, so first thing we're gonna do is put a line of burlap down against the springs. What you do is kind of like carbon fiber. You cut one of the strands, pull it, and that gives you a nice straight line to cut from. Okay, so one strand cut out, you can see, leaves a nice straight line for me to follow. We'll cut that out, and then we'll start getting the corners ready. Okay, so what I'm doing is stretching the burlap over the frame, and we have hog rings with hog ring pliers. Basically, go around the frame, so you get a nice shot here, and then squeeze it. And that will lock this onto the frame. It's kind of like a handheld staple. That's all we need to do. It's got one in each corner to hold the burlap on. The corners of these had like a cover that was like a thicker kind of, it looked almost like a rug jute that you'd put in the bottom of a rug on the car. I got some of this stuff. It's pretty thick. I think it'll do about the same job. We're gonna cut some strips of that about 4 inches wide. And we're gonna staple those onto the corners here to prevent this from getting through and destroying the fabric on the vinyl. So I'm gonna go cut that, and then we'll see what we're gonna do with that. Okay, we put the fabric on. I seem to have a nicer side on this side. The other side was fluffier, so I put this side on the outside and just wrapped it around the corner. That should give me a nice barrier on the outside. Put the foam on top of this, and then we'll grab the seat cover and we'll get that on. Okay, so now I'm gonna get some foam, and we're gonna cut this to fit. This is about 1 inch thick. And then we'll bring you back once we've cut that. Okay, so we started putting the foam on. I started at the bottom, put 3 hog rings on this side. I'm going to go over, cut the other side, so it's the right length, and then I'll hog ring that. Okay, so here's the interior I'm using. It's a 66 pony interior. It's the one I like the best, so this is the one we're gonna put in. Okay, so I laid it on its face. I put one side on all the way around. I'm gonna hog ring this, and then I'm gonna pull the other side around and hog ring that. Okay, so we've hog ringed it all the way around. Put a little extra foam on the corner up here. Hog rings across. Say we got the new burlap here. Got this all in the corners with that new foam on the outside. And just give me a sec, we'll flip this thing over. There you have it. Okay, so we've got the lower rear seat to the Mustang. I want to get the upholstery done on this, but I need to get all of this cleaned up and painted black. And then we can rebuild it and put all the new stuff on. First thing is take all the stuff apart. We'll start right here with this foam. It's got hog rings holding it on. Just gotta find the hog rings, snap them off. Let's see, got one here. Okay, so there's a piece of foam in the bottom. I'm going to save that. I'm going to go around the whole outside now and take all the hog rings off the outside. Okay, frame's clean now, most of the crap's off it. I'm going to grab a wire brush, just kind of hit it all lightly, get all the crud out of all the crevices, blow off what I can, and then we're going to put a coat of the rust inhibitor on this. It's got to dry 24 hours, so we'll get that done today, get the rust inhibitor on it, and we'll let it set till tomorrow or the next day, and then I'll put the gloss black on it. And then by the middle end of the week, we'll start rebuilding this seat the way it should be. So here we go. We got some Rust-Oleum, rust reformer. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, over time we'll tell if this stuff's any good or not. But for now, it definitely ain't gonna hurt nothing. Okay, that's it for the bottom. We're going to dry and I'm going to flip it over and do the other side. Okay, so it's been like 10-15 minutes. I grabbed the front seat from upstairs in the garage and we're going to get started on it next. But for now, we're going to get another coat on the top sides of the seat. In case you're wondering, this frame took almost a full can. That's what, 10.5 ounces of paint to get a pretty solid coat on the whole thing. We're gonna let this flash off a little bit. As soon as it's done, we're gonna take this off, put the front seat on. My Mustang's getting a bench seat. Not very many of them made. I happened to come across one, and I thought it was a perfect thing to add to this build, so I got the bench seat with all the upholstery I bought for it, and we'll take that apart and see how it comes apart, because honestly, I've never seen a bench seat before in a Mustang, so this will be my first time, and we'll see what happens. Okay guys, so I pre-cut the burlap, the foam, and then the cushions that go on the sides, whatever material that's actually made of. We're going to start to put this together now. Pretty much the same as the back I already did. So we're going to lay this on, we're going to hog ring it in. Okay, there you have it. Back seats put together. I finished most of this off the camera because obviously it took so long to figure this out. What I learned, putting the back in first, because it has no collapse here, so it goes in really nice, hard. So I got that in. I worked my way around the sides. On the sides, you can squish the whole front down. And it gives you a lot more slack in the sides to put the sides on. And the same with the front. You can just push down, pull the front over, and then it was easier to put on. So that's basically how it went. We learned a lot. Next time I do this, maybe it'll be a little bit easier. Do the hard parts first, come back, the parts that have flex, do after. And I mean, it looks really good. It's got really good. I got a little mark in the vinyl here. That'll probably just go away with just whatever. But the rest of this, it's nice, it's cushiony. I think it'll be comfortable to sit on. So that's the back seat done. The top to the back seat is over there. That's done. The center of the front seat where the armrest is done. Next, we're going to attack the seats, the front seat, and get that put together. Okay, so there you have the back seat. That's kind of how it's going to go into the car. Obviously, I'm not ready to put them in yet, but they're done. They look great. And the front seat pretty much was the same process as the back seats. Like I said, I have a bench seat, so I got the center arm post. And there's the tops and the bottoms. Not really happy with how the alignment of the white is, but I really don't see how I'm going to get it to go over that way. They're both pretty much the same. They're both in a little bit from the white. Maybe I'll do a little more playing with it and adjusting. I'm not really sure. But there they are. Both seats are done. We'll continue on with assembly of the car. And as soon as we get the chance, we'll put these in. Okay, so if you like this, please hit the like, subscribe, notifications, leave me a comment. Any questions I can answer, and we'll see you on the next video. Thank you.